The goal today is to be under an hour, keep it tight, give you guys something super actionable that you can take away and use today, not just some fluffy information. We're talking to startup founders. If you're a startup founder, drop your company in the chat, link to your company, link to your product, your softwares. Let's check it out. Um, yeah, let's get going. Let's start with it. So we are going to talk today. What's going on? What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan P. Anderson. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to talk today about one thing, and that is getting more customers for your SaaS company. So a quick question out there. Who here would love to get more paying customers, but you don't want to spend hours away from building your product? Maybe you're the technical founder. Maybe marketing is sort of a foreign language to you, and you don't want to touch this stuff. So give me a yes. Type yes in the chat if that's you. Now, if this kind of sounds familiar, as a founder, we all kind of share the same core goal, and that is we want to get customers to actually pay for our software. We don't just want leads. We don't want followers. We don't want subscribers. Even trials, free trials at its point is like, I would rather have you become a full paying customer. That's what we want. That's the goal. Again, we're not building an audience. We're not trying to get more viewers, not even trying to get more email opens, because that's just one stat that leads to the real stat that we really want is revenue, MRR, ARR, customers paying every single month for our software. But here's the challenge. You are juggling two critical things. You're trying to market your app, and at the same time, you're trying to build your app. Maybe you're a startup founder watching this. Maybe you have this talk right here. This training is really aimed at the solo founder or any founders that have a company of less than 11 employees, kind of that very early stage startup. So everyone in your company is wearing a lot of different hats. You and your co-founder are wearing a lot of different hats. Maybe you're the technical founder and you're getting pulled into marketing, or the app is kind of built, it's kind of ready to launch, but you're just kind of getting more and more pulled into this marketing, and it's kind of staring you in the face like, we've got to figure out some kind of marketing strategy, something to get more customers in the door. Because what we're doing right now is not working and nothing's happening right now. So you've probably tried different methods. Maybe you've done paid ads. Maybe you've dabbled around. Hey, let's throw $100 here on Google ads or YouTube ads, or let's throw a couple $100 into Facebook ads, and then it kind of just disappears within a week and no results. Maybe a couple leads, a couple weird customers come in, but nothing really sticks. Maybe you've tried content marketing. Maybe you've got your phone out, you've set it up, you propped it up, you watched all the tutorials on how to make a TikTok or how to go live on Instagram or how to what's your Twitter content schedule be. You've watched all those videos and tutorials, and you've tried content marketing. But either of these methods have, one, cost you too much money, or they've cost you too much time. And maybe you've also thought that, well, maybe I don't need marketing, because if I build a great product, customers are going to find me. It's just bound to happen. Word of mouth is the most powerful lead generator, and you can't beat word of mouth. A customer telling a friend about my product, that's what I got to do. Or you think, well, I just need to focus more on the software and everything else will fall into place. Again, that same logic of, if I make something great, then people are going to walk in the door. I'm going to get more customers. I'm going to generate word of mouth. Or maybe you've gone beyond that. Maybe that dream is shattered a little bit, and you're like, okay, I got to do some kind of marketing. And you've considered hiring a marketer, but then you realize that hiring is too expensive, or hiring an agency is too expensive. So here you are. You're kind of stuck in between this. You're not getting enough paying customers, and your business isn't growing the way it should. So you feel stuck. So if you're watching this right now, give me a yes in the chat. Give me the yes, say like you are stuck. If you feel this kind of stuck, like, I have a product, I need to get more customers, but I don't know how to get more customers, and we are running out of time. We're running out of money, we're running out of funding, or we all are looking at each other like we have to go get real jobs after this if this doesn't work. But there is good news. There is good news, because there is a way to get paying customers, because without blowing your budget or without taking hours away from building your software, because I know how important that is to a lot of technical founders and people that are in love with their software, in love with the products that they build, that they want to keep improving it, keep making it better, and they know the more time they spend away from it, the less it's going to get to that next level. Well, what if you could gain customers while focusing on your product? And you might be thinking, okay, that sounds a little too good to be true. So in order to make all this work, I need you to walk away from this. I need you to believe this one thing, that you can attract paying customers, and that without throwing money away or without sacrificing your product development time. And if you don't believe this, none of this is gonna work. You have to believe this. I put this image here that we've got to kind of burn the boats. We kind of have to believe that I can attract paying customers without wasting time, without wasting money, and without sacrificing product development time. We've got to believe this. We've got to be invested. And the secret, as you can tell by the title of this video, is YouTube. Yes, YouTube, the same place that these characters you can find on it, Mr. Beast, Alex Hormozy, Logan Paul. Is it Logan Paul or the other one? But anyway, yeah, it's Logan Paul. But here's the thing. Whatever you think about YouTube, whatever baggage you have about YouTube, let's leave it at the door, because you don't have to have 100 million followers. You don't have to entertain 12-year-olds, and you don't have to do insane stunts. The only thing that you have to do on YouTube is you need to solve your customers' problems. That's it. That's what I'm doing right here on YouTube. That's what you can be doing on YouTube. And I'll give you a little bit more. You might be asking, why YouTube? Why YouTube specifically? When you post on YouTube, your videos are working around the clock. I call them a 24/7 sales machine, and they are, I'll add to that, they're a 24/7 answering machine, because they are answering your questions, your customers' questions, and they are convincing your customers to check out your product. A video that you post on YouTube is a lot different than all the stuff that you maybe have tried on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Because unlike the For You page, when you post it, you work so hard, you might have paid a video editor, you work on the shorts, you work on the reels, you work on all this kind of vertical content, this lightweight, light content. You spend so much time, you add the captions, you think of the story, you think of the hook, you do some kind of insane acting in front of the camera to get that attention. You work hard on this 60-second video, you post it to the For You page, and it's gone. Which means that once you are done posting, all that hard work, all that information that you poured into it, all the help and value that you gave in that video is now gone. You can't hold on to it, and you have to get back on that content hamster wheel and start making another video over again and do the entire process all over, and you start from square one. But with YouTube, your videos become your foundation. Your videos become your library, and your videos become your sales team. The videos that I've made 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago still work to this day, still bring in customers, still bring in leads every single day, and I didn't do anything. All I did was post it 4 years ago, followed the correct steps to posting it that we're going to cover today, and that's it. And then now I have this library. So now I can look back 10 years from now. I've got videos that are 10 years old that's weirdly also to bring in videos or bring in leads. So it's a library that you're building. It's a foundation that you're bringing. Now, before you think my software is too complicated, Jordan, YouTube is perfect for that kind of stuff. YouTube is perfect for long form. YouTube is perfect for explaining long concepts. If it takes you 55 minutes to do your sales pitch, if it takes you 2 hours, 3 hours to walk through your entire software, how to set it up, how to get it going, YouTube is a perfect place. So if this is what you want to learn, if this seems like, okay, this is the path, I think so far, Jordan, that YouTube is the right way, give me a yes in the chat. So real quick, guys, my name is Jordan P. Anderson. I am the creative director here at Nice Slice Studio. You can go to Nice Slice Studio to check out our work. 10 years ago, I left one world and I entered into the startup world. I got a little taste of entrepreneurship in college, but right after college, I went the typical freelance filmmaker route, but it wasn't a filmmaker. It was actually just a wedding videographer. I was working 12-hour days. I was making just $600. I say $600 a weekend right here, but it was really $600 a week shooting weddings, and I wanted more. I tried to get more leads, and I can tell you that I have tried everything to get my business off the ground. I have tried every kind of social media marketing strategy, live, Meerkat, TikTok, Twitter Threads, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. Well, I say YouTube Live, but I've tried every single platform. But the only platform that has truly worked for me has been YouTube. And the only platform that has got to work for other startups has been YouTube over and over, time and time again. And once I got into a routine, once I finally made the decision that YouTube is the direction that I want to go, where I want to put all my chips into, I ended up bringing in $153,000 from my online course sales, mostly from YouTube traffic. And once I joined the Samcart world, working for Samcart full-time, running their YouTube channel, we brought the channel from 10,000 subscribers to 34,000 subscribers. My personal one here has 8.2 thousand subscribers. And for Samcart, with their YouTube channel, we were able to get 16.4 million views, which is then translated into 100,000 paying customers. Not just leads, but 100,000 paying customers. So let's talk about how to do this. Let's get into some of the steps. And I want to keep, of course I had to put a meme in here. The meme here that I want you to focus on, the message that I want you to really focus on is simple wins. You can watch all these YouTube videos. You can watch all these YouTube strategies, how to win on YouTube. If you search best YouTube strategies in 2024, you're going to get hit with everything here in the middle. Hey, you need this type of camera. You need to follow this SEO strategy. Here's how to make this hyper engaging thumbnail that's going to get people to click. You need to make sure that you also have a 30-second hook that says this and says XYZ and make sure it covers all this. And then you need to follow up with this insane funnel that drives people from their YouTube video to this, to a webinar, to a $3,000 course, to a high-ticket offer. And it just is too much. It breaks. It's very fragile, that kind of system. You as a founder don't have that kind of time to set this up. You as a founder don't have the time or capacity or the need to become a YouTube expert. Your goal with all this, your goal with this training is not to become a YouTube expert. You are not becoming a YouTuber. You still need to focus on running your business, growing your startup, and getting customers in the door. YouTube is just the vehicle to do that. So that's why we want to focus on the message that simple wins. We want to keep everything as simple as possible. We don't want to complicate things. We don't want to get distracted with the gear. We don't want to get distracted with, what should I say with this? Or I'll put A plus B plus C in my script and make sure I follow this script formula. We just want to keep it as simple as possible. So there's only 3 keys to all of this. So let's get into the first key. The first key is the types of videos that you need to make. And there's only 3 types of videos that you need to make as a startup founder, as a startup company. The first one is a product demo. Now, a product demo is what most people think is, I guess, like classic would be the Steve Jobs keynote speech. There's a lot of examples of keynotes. The Rabbit R1, if you look on this channel here, the Rabbit R1, we did a review of that one. That was a pretty good product demo. A product demo is, yes, it's showing off how your product works, but it really is a sales video. It should be a little bit more sales angled. It should have a call to action to get the software. You're explaining the problem. You're showing how your software solves this problem. And the best example that, at least for me, I can pull out is the hey.com with Jason Fried here. Now, this is a very simple video. He could have filmed this on a Zoom recording. It could have just been a QuickTime player. But this type of video, I watched this. It's 22 minutes long, and after I watched it, I immediately bought the software. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be the case for you if you make a 22-minute demo, but how he articulated this problem, how he walks through the software is so clear, and it drives you from, this is the problem, this is how the software works, do you want the software, here's how to get it. I'll play a quick little preview of it.
Hey there, I'm Jason Fried, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of Hey. Let's get into it. So here, this is Hey. You're looking at the inbox, and by the way, that's not a typo. Everybody hates their inbox, so we have an inbox, and the M stands for important. I'll get to that in just a minute.
So something like that. He's in his office. It's loud. This is their official keynote that they're doing, and it's just him in a screen share, and he's walking through his software. He sets up the problem. He has some kind of little funny quip here, inbox. So that's not a typo. This is that, and that's kind of cute and it's funny and kind of hooks you in a little bit. But that is something as simple that you can do is a product demo. Share your screen. Another example is go to Podia's on YouTube. I watched a Podia video, and 22 videos later, I was convinced that I need to put my course on Podia.
Welcome, and thank you for checking out Podia. I'm Ben Tolson, and I'll be walking you through everything Podia has to offer so you can choose the Podia.
So this video right here is their Podia plans and pricing, and they keep it updated as much as they can, but it's just a way to talk about which plan is right for you, and they have every single question that you might have in the sales process when buying the Podia software, or when, hey, I want to start my online course. Does it have this feature? Does it have this feature? Every video answers that question, or there is a specific video that answers that specific question. Very simple. He's just talking to the camera, and then he goes to the software and shows you how it works. It's very simple. So that's the first video. The first video is a product demo. The second video is a help video. Now, a help video is more in line of your help support video, showing you exactly, this is less flashy, I guess. This maybe doesn't even have to have the founder in the video, but it solves the problem that your customer has. It shows how to do the software. It's more tutorial-like, but the problem that I see with a lot of help videos and the kind of money that a lot of founders and startup companies are leaving on the table with help videos is they're not adding, or they're not injecting some kind of sales message in there, because there are a lot of customers. There's a lot of potential customers and prospects watching these help videos to see how the software works. They know that if they watch the product demo or they watch a keynote, or the yearly annual video that the founder puts out, they know that that's going to have a sales message, and then they know to ignore that, but they just want to get down to it, say like, hey, I'm thinking about buying your software. Just show me how this software works. And that can be your help video. So with the help video, I would not aim it at your customers. I would not make the video to show your customers how the software works. I would show your potential customers how it works. Now, you don't have to call them out in the video. You don't have to say like, hey, if you're thinking about getting our software, let me show you how to do it. But I would add that sales message somewhere in there. I would add some call to actions around it. If this is on a help article, I would add some kind of call to action button that sends them to the pricing page that gets people to watch, see how it works, and then make the purchase to help video. So that's number 2. The third video that I would be making as a startup founder is the big picture video. The big picture, as a startup founder, you have a POV. Your startup has a POV. You are staking a claim. You're planting your flag in the ground and saying and telling the world that this is the world that we are trying to build. This is the direction that we are trying to move in. This is the old world, and this is the new world that we're building. Are you with us, or are you not with us? So that these big picture videos, these can be podcast interviews. These can be videos, 20-minute rant video of just the founder talking to camera, talking about their big picture, their big vision, because that's what a CEO should be doing. They should, 1, set the agenda and the vision for the company, and then 2, communicate that vision to the rest of the world and to their own company. And that's what these videos can be. So they could be podcasts. So this one that I found that I thought was really great was
way too many
Lenny's podcast or Lenny's newsletter.
founders. What's happening with product management?
This is Brian Chesky. This is the CEO or the founder of Airbnb.
So that is essentially what we do. We have a much smaller function.
And he's talking about, in this video, he's talking about his management style. He's talking about the current management structure of Airbnb. He's not talking about his product. He's not talking about the vision of, house sharing and, what our house Airbnb hosts are going to be doing in 2024. He's talking about what inspired the new direction for Airbnb. He's talking about how a founder should get in the details. He's like almost talking to founders. This is a founder one-on-one video conversation, how to set ambitious goals. He's just sharing his vision of the world. He's sharing his insight, and it's very personable. It shares his point of view. This is the world that he's trying to build. This is the flag in the ground that he has staked, and that this is the direction he's trying to go in. So it's a great video. Check it out. I'll share these after the show. But that's your third video. That's your big picture video. And that's it. So that's the 3 videos that you need to make. So you need to find yourself here in the center. Now, with the kind of blend of videos that you make, you can't make too many sales videos, too much selling. You can't just make too many helping videos. And you can't just make the big picture videos. If you make too many big picture videos, then you're just a visionary with nothing to the ground, or no product to sell, or no hard call to action. And you're not very helpful to people because you're just kind of talking to the crowd, the audience, rather than to one person. With a helping video, you are talking to one person, guiding them, helping them solve that exact problem in that exact moment. With a selling video, you are trying to move people, trying to help initiate a transformation with your customers. And if you do too much of that, then you're just a salesperson. So you need to kind of find yourself right in the middle, that blend of all these types of videos. And now the blend could be you make every 3 videos, you alternate, but it should kind of have a nice even blend of these 3 types of videos on your YouTube channel as a startup founder. Now you might be worried, you might be watching this, be like, okay, I'm not an expert. I don't consider myself an expert. I don't consider myself to be camera friendly, and you don't really need to be, because the only thing that you need to know and the only thing that you really need to talk about on these videos is your product, which you are an expert in. You build it every day. You're working on your product every single day. So just talk about that. You don't have to come up with this weird content strategy or ask ChatGPT, give me 10 content ideas about what I should talk about today. Just talk about your product and how your product solves a problem, and then talk about that problem and talk about the world that you want to build when your app solves that problem. That's it. So how do you get these customers to buy your software? You have these videos, you're making all these videos. This is your customer right now. They have all these problems bubbled up. They have all these problems that they're constantly working with. And maybe your startup founder solves one of these problems. And so you might be thinking, okay, that should be good enough. Like, they have all these problems. My startup, my app solves one of these problems, so they should buy, right? Because that would solve their problem. But if they solve this one problem, in the back of their head, in the back of their buying process, they go, yeah, it solves that problem, but I have all these other problems that I'm still dealing with, that I'm still trying to work through, that I'm still, yes, okay, I've set this up, I signed up, I made an account with you, I've got this whole dashboard set up ready to go, but now I have all these other problems that I'm still working on. So it's up to you with your videos on your YouTube channel to solve the rest of these problems, to show that you at least know how to solve these other problems that your customer is dealing with, or at least build a part of your software that can solve multiple problems. Because once you do solve these problems, that's when your customers buy. That's when your customers feel safe that, okay, we've got all the bases covered, everything's checked off, you checked all the boxes off, everything seems good to go, now I'm going to buy your software. That is the moment that they buy. So you have to, with the videos that you put out, have to think about all the problems that your customer is coming in with. And that's probably why they're not buying it if they land on your website, because maybe there's something on your website that you're not answering. Maybe there's a problem that you're not dealing with directly that you could be talking about, and sending them off, say, hey, you know what, you should probably watch this video. We made this video about this that talks about the exact problem that you have right now, customer. Let me send it to you. So now let's go to the second key. The second key to this whole YouTube blueprint for starting your YouTube channel as a startup founder is that you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to look like a pro on camera. You don't need to invest $10,000 into your home studio budget. You really just need this. And I would argue you need about half of this on here. You need an Elgato light, flat panel LED light. Look it up, Elgato LED light. Looks like that in the photo. You need a USB mic. And I say USB mic, you should have something external from your laptop microphone. You need your laptop's built-in webcam. They're pretty good these days. If you bought anything probably past 2018, they're all pretty good. And you need a tool called Screen Studio. Now, there's other tools, of course. There's other screen recording softwares. There's other video editing softwares out there. That takes hundreds of hours to learn how to do. It takes a long time to perfect, and there's a lot of steps involved between you making the video and you finishing the video, and we don't want that. We want the process to be as simple and as short as possible. Some of the other videos that you're watching on this channel here have been made with Screen Studio. It's very simple. It's a very nice and simple tool, and you can connect all of this together. So it's just those 4 pieces of gear that you need. And the nice part about all this is you can set all this up in about 10 minutes. So let's go over to Miro. Let's jump in. I've got my squares here. If I were to make all of this stuff, and hang on. Excuse me. Let's set up your studio. Let's build a little person here. So this is you. Give you a little Got our person here. Give him a little head there. Okay. Person, top-down view. Let's say you have your desk here, and we'll call this desk, just so that we're all aware that this is a desk. You got your laptop. Maybe your desk is a little smaller. So you're sitting at your desk. You've got your laptop on your desk. Let's write laptop. Let's make this gray. Your gray little laptop on your desk. That's it. That's step one. Laptop on your desk. Pretty approachable, right? Pretty simple. Let's get some icons here. Give me a microphone. There we go. Microphone. Step two. You guys liking this? This is hardcore video production setup right here. So you got your laptop here, your webcam ready to go, your USB mic. It could be right in front of you, it could be off to the side. I always say, like, good mic placement is about a hand fist away from your mouth. But I've seen really bad examples of the mic over here. So try to keep the mic as close to your mouth as possible. Good audio is really important. The next thing that you need to do is, let's make a little light bulb. So we got our LED panel here. Elgato light. It is going to be yellow because it's nice and bright. And okay, let's draw a give me a triangle of light. There we go. Triangle of light. Okay. Bring that forward. Let's group these. There we go. All right, so this is our light, and this is the rays of light coming off it. So you want to place your Elgato light not right here in the center, not right squared on at you, because you're going to look very flat. You need to add some dimension. You need to have that nice jawline. You want to add it 45 degrees to the left or 45 degrees to the right of you. And obviously you need to aim it at your face. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And if you could probably, I say you could skip some of this stuff, because honestly, if you had, let me draw another rectangle here. Rectangle. There we go. Yay. If you had a window right here, you would need the light. That'd be it. You would sit in front of a window. You'd position your desk in front of a window, and it'd be nice, soft, beautiful sunlight. Don't let direct sunlight hit you in the face. And that'd be it. That's your entire YouTube setup right here. And you can get a microphone for $100. You can get an Elgato for, I think they're under $200. And this is totally optional. And then that's it. If you need a teleprompter, you can add that onto it. Elgato makes a great teleprompter that I'm using right here, right now. But it's very simple. That's key number 2. So if you're ready for key number 3, this is kind of where things get fun. This is where we're actually going to turn our viewers into paying customers. So here's the YouTube funnel. We're going to build the YouTube funnel here live on the show. Under each video, every video that you make, this is the first step of the YouTube funnel, is you are going to put 2 links. Yes, you can put up to, I think, 4,000 characters into your YouTube description. You can put all these links and affiliate links and get my stuff and go to my store and get my merch. There's too many links. There's too much stuff. And the only real estate that really matters is above the fold. And above the fold on YouTube is you get about 3 lines. You get 3 lines. So the top 2 lines is the most important. So that's why I say you put the 2 links at the top. Your first link is going to be a free product or a free lead magnet that solves a small problem. The second link is going to be a low ticket offer, something that gives immediate value and that leads into buying your software. Because what we found with high ticket software, with expensive software, with B2B software, especially, or anytime you have enterprise software or you need some kind of sales team to talk to, somebody needs to talk to make the sale, that to put that link on YouTube, to put your pricing page link on YouTube, to even put your homepage on YouTube is not the right thing to do, because your customers at that point, they just watched a video. This is the first video they've ever watched. They click the link. They don't know who you are. They don't know what your product is. They're going to hit your homepage. They're going to hit your pricing page. They're not going to know what this product is. They're not going to know what it's for. They're not going to know if it's for them. There's too much education in that process, and so therefore they don't buy. So therefore that link becomes wasted real estate, and that we can't waste that kind of real estate. We can't waste traffic going to a place that's not going to convert, that's not going to capture a lead, that's not going to turn into a sale. So that's why I say put the first link free, and the second link is just a low ticket offer, something, $100 or so. Excuse me. This is the funnel. This is your entire funnel. And again, the theme is keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. It's your YouTube video. It's your free and paid lead magnet in the links. And once they buy that product, or once they sign up for that free lead magnet, you're going to then send them on an email sequence that's going to tell them, it's going to tell your readers who you are, what problem you're solving, why you are the person to be solving this, how you solve this problem, and the offer that you're going to make in front of them. So you send 4 to 5 emails explaining basically the problem, agitate, solution. You're going to talk about the problem, talk about the status quo, talk about what is wrong with the world, and we'll go into the email sequence a little bit more. And then you're going to send them into your product. That could be your intro offer, that could be your basic plan, that could be something simple, something easy for your customers to say yes to. And once they say yes to that, once they put in their credit card, once they become a paying customer and have crossed the fence, they've crossed the line now into a paying customer, that's when you can send them into your community, a cohort, a webinar. You can send them into booking a call to buy your more expensive software, or upgrading from your basic plan to your pro plan or to your enterprise plan. And this is how we do it. This is the simple 7 steps that it takes to build your YouTube funnel. Now, your funnel can expand, can slowly grow into this as long as you keep it simple. But I would set a goal to build your YouTube funnel over the next 6 months. You don't have to have this on day one. You don't have to pause everything, go build all this, and then start the business back up 4 months later. You should slowly build this. You should start with the bare bones version of this, and then work your way into doing this. You're going to tweak your way into doing this. You're going to build this in stages over the next 6 months. That should be your goal. This might take you probably about 90 days if you really worked hard at it, or if you are watching right now and you're the CMO of the startup, or all you can do all day long is focus on marketing. This will take you about 3 months, 90 days. But if you are a technical founder and you're solo founder, and you're having to split everything between all this stuff, this is probably going to take you about 6 months. So with the 2 rules with the YouTube funnel and making sales and making pitches and trying to get your viewers into customers, rule number 1 is no CTAs, no outros. Don't say don't say, hey guys, thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe. Just in the video. You don't even have to show the logo at the end of your video, because your logo is right there. It's right below the video. We know that this is a logo company. We know that this is a branded channel. And you could argue that that's a whole different video. We could talk about branded channels versus personal channels. That you just in the video. Let it autoplay, let it go to the next video. And again, if you want to really push people, that's what those 2 links at the bottom are for. They will click the links. If they found your video interesting, if they found what you have to say interesting, if you are the person to solve their problem today in this moment, they're going to click the links. They're going to be curious. They're going to make their way down and find out how I can work with this person more, how I can get my hands on this kind of software. You don't have to make these hard pitches, because like this whole video, you're here to help, you're here to make, and now then just at the end you go, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to make sure subscribe and click here, go to this.com, sign up, and start a free trial. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. So again, and rule number 2 is the 2 links. This is an example that we have on the Samcart startup, Samcart YouTube channel. Those 2 links, and that's it. This is a screenshot from YouTube. If you look at YouTube right now, all you see are the top 2 links. You don't see anything below it. You have to click see more, which means more clicks, means less engagement, which means less conversions. 80% of your clicks are going to be here, so do not waste these top 2 links. This is your most valuable real estate on your YouTube channel, are these top 2 links. Now let's talk about the email sequence. I was hinting at it a little bit, but you need to send 4 emails within the first 6 hours. Now, if you're me, or if you sign up for any of our training here at Nice Light Studio, I'm a little bit more aggressive. I like to do 4 emails in the first 20 minutes. I'm thinking about expanding or giving a little bit more breathing room to 1 hour, just to not bombard people's inboxes. But I do think you need to bombard people's inboxes to some degree. Because how many of us have downloaded a lead magnet? How many of us have bought a $10 product, a Notion template, hey, here's my free guide, my free PDF, my free this, that YouTube playbook, and you download it, and you don't remember the person that you just downloaded from, and 2, you never hear from that person again. So I think that first 20 minutes are the most crucial, hottest moments that you can absolutely get their attention, send them your sales pitch, talk about, again, who you are, what you could do, the status quo that your customer is currently facing, and how you can make that change, how you can help them go from point A to point B, go from the status quo problems that you don't like these problems, you don't want to deal with these problems, and then moving them into becoming customers, or at least stepping into the world. These are the prompts: emails number 1, 2, 3, and 4, the problem, the agitate, the solution, and then your offer at the end. Very simple stuff, very easy. How do you write these emails? These emails should be 200 to 300 words max. You can write all 4 emails in less than an hour or 2. You go and make a list of FAQs that you have, make a list of objections that you have from your customers. And I always say that at least one of these videos should have, or one of these emails in the sequence should have a video, should be showing your face, should be showing a product demo, explaining it, because again, FaceTime is very important, especially if you're an early stage founder, if you're a solo founder. It's you. You are the product to some degree. So we need to see you. We need to build trust. We need to know that you are the right person to solve this problem. Now, let's answer some questions that might have been popped up as you're watching all this training. The first question here is, what if my competition steals my ideas? That's fine. It's okay for competition to steal your ideas, because you're going to steal their ideas right back. But what the whole difference is, or why it doesn't matter that they steal your ideas, is that they can't steal you. They can't steal your angle, your perspective, your point of view, how you see the world, the world that you're trying to build. I mean, unless they steal your software, that's a whole different conversation. But it's you, your software, something that you are pushing out to the world. And that's why it's so important as a startup founder that you create this point of view, that you create this world building. This is the world, the new world that we're trying to build. That's what's going to set you apart. Because yeah, a lot of startups, a lot of AI companies out there, all are starting to look exactly the same, or start to feel the same, or all have the same features. So then if every company has the exact same features, what's the difference? It's the people running the companies, and do I trust these people that are running this company? Question number 2 is no CTAs. How will people click? Again, if they are curious, if they want to know more about it, the video that they just watched, like that product demo with hey.com, or the Podia videos in that example, you've answered all my questions. I think what you were talking about solves my problem. How do I find out? How do you keep mentioning a URL? Okay, I'm going to click the link down below. That's where I'm going to go. And the last question, that funnel seems insane. Where do I start? You start with step 1. You build your YouTube channel. You start putting out some videos. You build a free lead magnet. You build a simple paid product. Could be a $10 product, could be a $20 product, could be a $100 product. Something that gets your customers a little bit more committed than just the free person. Somebody that downloads a freebie is not as committed as somebody that just paid you $10, or something that paid you $99. So that's why I would start there and build out your email sequence. Again, take an hour, take 2 hours, use a little ChatGPT, tricks, prompts, to write some of these emails, but it should follow that simple formula. And again, the entire funnel should take Don't try to build it in a weekend. Don't try to build it in the next month or this quarter. Slowly build it over the next 6 months. Tweak it, rebuild it. You're going to rebuild it over and over and over, but just little steps. Start at the beginning, YouTube videos, products, lead magnets, email sequences, and then working on your bigger, better offers at the end. Let's keep going. This is the goal. This is what we're trying to hit. I put these, if you put this training into action, this is kind of what you can expect. Now, I put think of it like the food pyramid, or think of it like the chances that you are going to achieve some of this stuff. Now, everybody here watching this, if you follow these steps, if you follow this training that we've gone through, I want you to at least walk away with saying, like, I can do this. I thought it was crazy. I thought YouTube was this big, complicated monster that I had no idea about. And now I feel more confident that I can do this. And then I'm going to work your way up to, you can flip a switch and start recording. You can become the go-to expert, the founder with the product that everyone's talking about. And you're going to grow your list of true fans, because now you have this point of view. You have this world that you're building that people want to be a part of. And then your sales process gets 100% easier, because now you have this huge library of videos that do all the selling for you. They watch 10, 20 videos of you, of your company, how your company works, how your software works, and they go to the self-serve route, and they just go to the pricing page and buy the product themselves. They don't have to talk to sales. They don't have all these questions. They don't have to nag your support team. They just, hey, I watched the videos. This looks like a great product. I'm getting the pro plan. All the way up to, you're getting leads from month-old videos that you wake up and you're like, whoa, how do we get a sale? Where'd this sale come from? From that video? I made that video 2 years ago, and that video is still making sales. Wow, that video to this day that we made 3 years ago brings in 100 views consistently a day. Okay, sure, cool. Keep bringing it in. All the way up to where you are getting sales 24/7 from YouTube. That's the peak of the mountain, and I want you all to keep working towards getting to that peak. So give me a hell yes if you feel like you can do this. Nod your head yes. Give me a hell yes in the chat. Give me a yes if you're feeling overwhelmed by this. And that's okay. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to be like, I need to watch this video again to make sure I understand everything, Jordan. And give me an I am if you're ready to take action after this call. If you're watching this and go, I am going to do this. I am going to take action. I'm going to start to build this YouTube funnel. So here's what I'm offering today. I am offering you guys a one-on-one YouTube planning session just for you guys. It's not going to be a group session. It's going to be you and me one-on-one talking about it. And in this session, we're going to create a tailored YouTube strategy specifically for your company, specifically for you, your startup, your vision of the world. We're going to come up with a tailored plan using YouTube as the forefront. We're going to pick your best topics that we can go with, talking about what helping videos we can make, what selling videos we can make, what world building videos that we can make. We're going to come together and make a nice plan that you're going to feel confident that you can take action on. We're going to set up a filming schedule that's not going to take away from your development. I'll even help you walk through if you bought the gear or what specific gear that you're looking at, or we can even do a FaceTime call to take a look around your room, around your studio, to say, how do we do this? What's the what's the best lighting angle, or where should I put my desk, or where should I put my microphone? We'll go through that together. We're going to design your YouTube channel so that it attracts paying customers, not just free fee seekers, not just people that want to download this little lead magnet here. We're talking about people that this is the exact customer that we're looking for, and we want to attract this exact type of customer because we know that they're going to pay, that we know that they have the highest lifetime value, that they're the most profitable type of customer. That's who we're going to focus on. So the best part of all this, of this one-on-one session that I'm offering, is that you're going to walk away with a plug-and-play system that's going to bring in customers regularly. You're going to walk away with something that you can take away, that is, you can feel confident that, hey, if I make a couple videos a week, if I spend less than, really all this stuff, you can spend less than 3 hours a week doing, and it's going to bring in customers every single week. So normally, a session like this would cost $500. I have it on my Stripe page at $500 currently, but today I'm going to offer it completely free, but we only have a few limited spots. This offer is for founders who are serious about this, who want to make a change, who are running into this wall, are running into this dire problem that we've got to get our marketing together. We are not bringing in customers. We have this app. It's all together. We've done a lot of development on this app. It looks good. The software's ready, but we don't have any customers and we don't really have a plan. Jordan, we need your help, and that's what I'm here for. So type ready if you want to grab one of these. I'll put the link down below. Let me share the link here. Grab it right here. Put it in the chat. And also post it down below the video for the replay. You guys can watch it again. But that is it. Because without this, let's talk about if you don't take action today, if you don't make the next step forward, if you don't take the leap forward, without a steady flow of customers, you have no new cash flow. You have your bank account is just slowly draining due to all the expenses that you have with your company. You are feeling the fear of, okay, do I need to go get a real job? Do I need to take my 11 people or 10 people on my team and shrink it down a little bit more? Do some of these people just need to become freelancers? You're having to sadly make those decisions or run up and be like, hey, do I have to make these decisions because we don't have a steady flow of customers? Or this is just a product that's just dead in the water. No one knows who you are. When people go to buy your software, when people see your paid ads, when people land on your homepage, if you're even able to get that kind of traffic to your homepage, they don't know who you are. They don't know what you do. They don't know what problem you're solving. There's too much education that you have to do on your sales page. There's too much education that you have to do in your pricing page, that all the traffic that you are barely getting on that page is not converting into customers. And if you had a YouTube channel, if you had a library of videos that did the educating for you, that did the selling for you, it would make everything easier. You're overworking yourself. Even if you yourself, maybe you're a technical founder and you're getting on these sales calls with people, your customer wants to buy, they have one last question, and you're just overworking the sales process. You're having to explain everything. Your customers are asking all the time wrong questions, or they don't fully trust you. The customer should be selling themselves on the call. If you're ever with a customer, it should not be, hi, what do you do? What's this company for? Can you guys solve my problem? Your customer should already be like, hey, I watched everything. I watched all the videos. I'm excited about this. I just had one last little question before I bought. Can you answer that question? And the only other way out is paid ads. If you don't come up with any kind of other marketing plan, if you say, hey, we're not going to do the YouTube route, we kind of gave up on the content marketing TikTok route, the only way out there is paid ads. And with paid ads, the scary part about all of it is that paid ads you have to get right on day one. You have to make your money back. You're not venture backed. You don't have investors. You don't have $10 million in the bank you can just keep burning ads. Hey, we're going to burn $100,000 a month in ads, and whatever the hell happens, happens. With you need that money back. If you put $1,000 a day into your ad budget, you need to make at least $1,000 back on day two so that you can keep going and spend another $1,000 a day on day 2 and day 3 and keep it going. And any one of those days that misses, now you're in the red. Now you're negative. Now you're scrambling. Now you're feeling like you're gambling, trying to come up with a new plan, or you just shut the ads off entirely. And then now you're back to square one, you're back to zero, and you're stuck again. So that's the route. That's the only two routes you have. It's either paid ads or come up with something like this. So again, I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link down below this video. And if you're watching the replay on WAP, the replay is going to be only available for people on WAP. So go to wap.com/NiceSliceStudio to watch this. I'll put the link down below, and I will email out this link to all of our subscribers. That is it, guys. This is what I want you to believe, that you can attract paying customers without throwing money away or without sacrificing product and development time. There is a way. If you're a technical founder, if you're a solo founder, and marketing is just not, it just feels gross to you. It's not the way you want to go. This is the route. This is how you do it. That takes less than 3 hours a week. It's very simple. So again, click the link down below, book a session with me, and we'll come up with your YouTube strategy. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Jordan P. Anderson. We're going to be doing another live stream Next week, we're going to talk about how to build your home studio. If you have a little bit more cash, you want to make it a little bit fancier, we're going to talk about how to build your home startup studio. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next Thursday, 8:30 p.m.